about better than taxing people, selling them services. How come selling services? Like when the people come to work in this business, they need places to live, right? So we're going to develop a company like real estate developers. So the most important word or national. So they actually established two main real estate developers, which is actually one of the most important, not only in Dubai, all over the world. One called Emaar, which is actually ended by building Burj Khalifa, the tallest in the world, the tallest tower in the world, and the other one called Nakhil, which is the one who built all the offshore buildings, which is actually all the Palm Islands being built by Nakhil. So those are the two national developers, and those are the one in charge of building most of Dubai. Even the homes, because that's real estate is their business. Okay, so that they built most of Dubai and they started to sell or lease to the expats. He started as well to collect taxes, not taxes, we call it fees, residency fees, and they have all the expats, they have to pay for every 2 years to renew their accommodation over here. They have to get the visa, resident visa, every 2 years maximum. So that's income. All the markets, it's controlled by the government. So the government here is trying to sell, and the facilities, of course, so that selling services rather than taxing people. Well, this year we started the VAT, 5%, but before we didn't have any taxes over here. The oldest tower ever built in Dubai is to your left side. This is World Trade Center, 1979, and at that year actually Sheikh Rashid built 3 mega projects: the Port Rashid and the dry dock and World Trade Center, and he invited Queen Elizabeth II to be the guest of honor to launch those 3 ones, and that's made the people to start talking about Dubai. We are now in the main road of Dubai. That's called Sheikh Zayed Road. Who is Sheikh Zayed? Sheikh Zayed was the ruler of Abu Dhabi since 1966, and he's the one who called the other 6 states to get together under his leadership. And that was in 1971. And he became the first president of UAE. So they applied his name, actually that this name was named after him. To the left side we have the Emirates Towers, where we have the office of the ruler of Dubai today. This is called Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, just actually related to the same family, Al Maktoum family. His office is there. Those are like 2 towers back to 2002, and that one of them is executive offices where we have his office, and the other one is a hotel. To the left side as well, that you get to see Red Skeleton downtown. We have 2 Red Skeletons actually. That's one block behind. Also 2 blocks behind. One block looks like 2 buildings, looks like dolphins. This is the headquarters of the MAC, that one to the left side. You can see it? Looks like the MAC is actually the real estate developer, the most important private real estate developer, and that's owned by Trump. The MAC. Yes, so for Americans, he has investments here. Yes, Donald Trump. Like he got surprised. Yeah, this is his business, real estate, you know that. Okay, so Burj Khalifa to the left side, the tallest building in the world, and we're gonna have a stop there later to take close picture. Burj Khalifa is 828 meters high. You know the story of Burj Khalifa? Now we have Dubai Metro. This is one of the stops of Dubai Metro. We have a green line and the red line. This is a red line which is extending more than 57 miles along the city. And the Dubai Metro, actually, it's connected with 2 stops with the red line to the downtown. Most of it is above ground floor. That's the one. It goes from Jabal Ali, the very first point to the meeting with Abu Dhabi State, to Terminal 1 and Terminal 2 as well. And the first card, this is the MAC sign here. They have, this is a private one. Actually, 80% of the real estate developer, that's owned by national companies. 80%, it's a major part, and 20% only for private, and that's the most important of the private is the MAC. This is here, to the left is a metro, and the Dubai Metro is electric. It doesn't have driver. And the first card, and this is one of the stops here, it's totally air conditioned. The stops and the bridges going to it, and the metro itself, the train itself, it's totally air conditioned, and it doesn't have a driver, and it goes every 5 minutes. That's how it was programmed. This area to the left side, we call it Business Bay, and that's still a lot of towers. You can see Dubai is a heaven of the architects. We have here to the left these 2 towers. It's a hotel in the world, and it's about 300 cities to teach their kids English, so that's how they can communicate. They started to build national hospitals. I mean that the public hospitals, and they give it to Cleveland and John Hopkins and all the international medical associations to manage it. So they provide free healthcare and good one. Okay. The other thing as well, that they start putting stones to make it higher, and then they start to fill it. And filling it, it has to be by boats and barges to fill it and put the stones out before the bulldozers and all the tractors that come to be able to come to here to make it ready for the cars or the builders to come, the loaders to come. They have to put it from barges, from boats first, all the stones and the concrete foundation before they just all the to be available for loaders to come. Okay, and after that, once they made it, they built the concrete foundation, they start to use. That's really hard work, of course, that they have to make sure about the foundation, the facilities, water, the electricity, and all of that. So that's why it is here. It is very expensive because they put all these expenses on top of the price of it. This is here the housing area, and that's the front. We have here about. Okay, and these some different houses. The houses here are not the same size. Some are bigger than the others, and that's starting price $1 million US. Yeah, some of it up to 7 million, 10 million. Angelina Jolie, what one? Yes, David Beckham, Shah Rukh Khan for India. They have, of course, because a lot of people, they follow the celebrities. They know when they know the celebrity. So it's part of the marketing that we give it to those people. Okay, sometimes they have, but they don't tell us. We try to know by us a different means that who's there, but it's a lot of celebrities. They have houses here. Why it is so expensive? Because the price of it is expensive, and as well as that each of these houses, they have a private pool and private beach, because that part in front of the house is part of the beach. Now we are on a tunnel that's about almost 1 kilometer long, and that is actually we have water above us that's linking the front island with the Palm Island. So just to be able to protect the Palm Island again, they started to build like another island as a crescent on the shape of a palm. Why the palm? Because a palm is a national tree. The people used to live on the date palms, on the dates here from 2006. So actually they started in this island about 2006 they managed to build the Atlantis, opened already. This is part of the Persian Gulf. We call it here Arabian Gulf. That part, in this part they call it Arabian Gulf. The other part they call it Persian Gulf. So this is the Gulf here, the water body, and this is the Atlantis, but they're trying to make it even higher and bigger than the Bahamas Atlantis. We have 2 big towers, and one in between, the $3,000 US a night. The beautiful palm view from this side and the Gulf view from the other side. It's the most expensive one above there. It's about 1,600 rooms and suites, and it has a private beach from the other side. It has Aqua Venture, which is the biggest aqua park in the Middle East, about 17 acres, okay, of aqua park. The dolphinarium, so that's the guests can play with the dolphins. At the same time, this is here we are going, because he cannot stop the bus, so what we are going to do, we are going to get off one side and he will make a U-turn, right? And he will make a U-turn and pick us from the other side. Okay, so we can take, at that time we can take a picture of it. The dolphinarium, that people playing with the dolphin with trainers, and also they have the Lost Chamber, which is like a big aquarium, which is they build it right in the middle of the hotel, as if the hotel rooms are part of the big aquarium, as well as they have a mini mall there, and they have the monorail, that monorail to link the Atlantis with the motherland. We have the stones. I would like to show you the size of the stones that they used it as a foundation stone for this one, that you can see part of it over here. See the size of it, and it's also the basalt. It's actually, we call it black basalt. It's very hard stone, just to put it as a foundation.